to have the poise to, make the big shots and get stops down the stretch and hold them off. How pleasing is that to see?
I mean, it was, I think, out of anything in the game, the ability to do some of the things that we did execution-wise at the end were the most pleasing. I think that defensively we were strong for most of the game. When you look at their percentages, 41% from the floor, 28 from the three-point line. We won every period with the exception of one. I thought our defense, for the most part, was solid. I think the execution, to your point, down the stretch, where JJ hit some shots out of some stuff we were trying to do to close games out. I thought Dario Saric's three from Ben out of a sort of a middle pick and roll type play helped us. I thought that really was the backbreaker. And then, we got Joel the ball, and he made a tough baseline fadeaway, I think, to sort of seal the deal.
Does it look like they defended him about as well as they could?
I think so. And he just saw the double team coming from the top. He reacted with a drop step to the baseline. He's 7'2". He fades just enough and gets it off. It's really, a remarkable shot at that stage of the game. It got us over the top.
When you look at this road trip, it may have been easiest to say, well, Cleveland would be the hardest city to win in because you guys haven't won here in 11 games. So how, after losing to Washington and Miami, was this the one that you ended up pulling out?
I don't know. I think, you've been with us on this road trip, and I stand by what I said, that, you're just trying to, move along. At this stage of the year, you want to move along, and I thought we moved on from Washington and played better in Miami. I thought we moved on from Miami and did some things better here. And that's really all you're trying to do, the absorption of Irsan and introducing him to our stuff and getting Marco going in more of a defined role. I was especially happy for JJ tonight. He was our bell ringer tonight. And for the people not from Philadelphia, we have a tradition. At any win we have a Liberty Bell. Somebody rings the bell. We carry it with us wherever we go, and we're proud of it. And he was the bell ringer tonight. And after, that miss he had in Miami, the way he came back and responded was excellent. And to your point, Jess, when you're making your travels, you're playing a fifth seed, an eighth seed, and a third seed. And, this was a great experience for this team.
It's just one game, but to come in here and beat these guys in their place, is that something that's mean a little more than?
We won't get too ahead of ourselves. We're proud of the win. Anytime you can beat a team that LeBron James plays on, you must have done something fairly decent. And I think my mind and my message to our team, I hope is grounded. I hope it's what needs to be said to them. I'm far more concerned about doing our homework than the exam. And we're knocking out good days. We feel like we're not skipping steps. Small things matter. The detail of which we're trying to do stuff matters. And they're aware of it. And this is what we're trying to sort of center our world on as this season unfolds, is getting really good defensively at the details of what matters most, and the execution at the end of game of what matters most. And I thought tonight we did some of that.
There's a lot of nights when it's Joel's night or Ben's night, but tonight all of the starters scored in double digits. How did you guys get such a balanced distribution of offense there?
It's funny, I look at Joel's stat line, and I thought he was okay, but, Joel has had some just magnificent games, and I thought really only to the end did he come into his own. I thought Ben, was okay in the first half, but had a really great second half. I thought JJ was steady throughout, and so I never felt like all of us were clicking. I think when you look at the end result, you're looking at some decent numbers, especially defensively for me. But we all feel like we have a lot more to give. We really do. We look forward to integrating Irsan into more of what we do. The volume of minutes, I expect his minutes aren't going to be that. They're going to grow. But to meet him this morning and shake his hand and, throw him in a game, I thought he was great. I just feel like we have more to give.
Coach, following up on my question from earlier, what did you see out of Ben tonight matching up with LeBron? And have you seen any growth in now the third game of them playing each other this year?
I think there's a physical side. Like when you watch Ben Simmons next to LeBron, you're seeing, a few inches taller. LeBron is thicker, he's older, but I feel like physically, that is two amazing athletes going at each other. Ben had that big steal that we converted down the other end, him trying to, get into LeBron a little bit and deny LeBron as much as we could. Robert Covington and Ben were our main primary defensive players on LeBron. Sometimes we switched out and, he ended up on JJ, or JJ ended up on him. But I thought Ben was excellent. I think the more he can play against LeBron and figure some stuff out, and, he just continues to get better. I know Ben's not influenced by his resume or his history. I think that's part of Ben's tenacity and his toughness, that he backs himself well. Tremendous respect for LeBron, but not one with his back down.